Okay. This is People of the State of Michigan versus Terrence Brown, docket number 20-70FH. This is the time set for sentencing. Mr. Brown, you were convicted of use of cocaine. That is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 1 year in jail. You have the right to an attorney, and you are represented by Mr. Silverthorne, who's present. And Mr. Silverthorne, have you had a chance to review the pre-sentence report with your client?
Yes, Your Honor, we did that just a bit ago. And I would also note that we originally viewed the original report, I think back in April, and there were just some changes to that. Obviously, the times have changed and the offense changed, but there weren't too many others. And so I went over whatever had changed from the early report. It seems to be an accurate report.
Okay, Mr. Martin, any changes for the people?
None from the people, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. And there are no guidelines because this is a misdemeanor, so I'll go right to the people again then and ask if you wish to be heard, Mr. Martin.
Briefly, Your Honor, as you can read from the report, Mr. Brown describes a lifetime struggle with substance abuse, and it appears that the recommendation for him to go on probation and to receive some substance abuse treatment would benefit him. So we asked the court to follow the recommendation of the pre-sentence investigation report.
Okay, thank you. And then Mr. Silverthorne, I'll hear from you.
Yes, Your Honor. We're also asking that the court follow the recommendations. We'd note that he's 41 years old, and in reviewing, although he has a significant record, the court would note that he's 41 and that it mysteriously just tapers off about the time he's hitting his 30s because he hadn't had a lot since about 2011 up to this current offense. And in fact, he reports that is what his life is. He's got work lined up with an Aaron Moslin, who's a builder carpenter doing construction. They're just waiting for the weather to break. He's been successful on bond for over a year now. He's going to be successful on the probation. We've gone over the terms. He says there's nothing he can't do.
Okay, very good. Then Mr. Brown, is there anything you wanted to say?
I would just like to let the courts know that I appreciate the opportunity to redeem myself and get past all the things that I've done. I really just don't have much to say, but that I'm going to do everything that I can to successfully complete the probation as asked by the courts.
Okay. Well, Mr. Brown, I'm a big believer in redemption, and I'm glad to hear that there's nothing in these recommendations that you can't do. I agree with you. There's nothing in these recommendations that you can't do. So I'm really looking forward to your success on probation. And I think, though, that given your history with controlled substances, that you definitely need the supervision and the oversight that probation can provide for you. So I am placing you on probation for a period of 18 months, 2 days in jail with credit for 2 days served. You have to pay $75 to the Crime Victims Fund, $50 in state costs. I'm waiving oversight fees, costs to the county in the amount of $250, which is a large reduction from the State Court Administrative Office calculated average cost of a criminal case in Ingham County. Additional conditions of probation are: you may not use or possess alcoholic beverages, controlled substances, drug paraphernalia, or medical marijuana. You must comply with both drug and alcohol testing as your agent directs. You must complete a substance abuse assessment if your agent refers you to that, and complete any outpatient or residential substance abuse treatment that you are referred to. You must complete the MRT program, waive confidentiality, and allow any treatment program you're in to disclose information about you to your agent. You must not engage in any assaultive, abusive, threatening, or intimidating behavior. No contact with anyone you know to have a felony record. You can't possess a weapon while you're on probation. You must comply with all the written and verbal orders of your agent. Let the agent into your home at any time. Submit to a search of your person or property without need of a warrant. Report any changes to your agent within 24 hours. And your driver's license must be suspended for 6 months. You may not drive a motor vehicle while your license is suspended. Mr. Brown, you have the right to file an application for leave to appeal your conviction and your sentence in this matter. You're entitled to an attorney at public expense to assist you in doing that. If you are making a request for one, you have to make it within 14 days of today's date. It explains that more on the form that we will send to you. You should just know that the time period starts running from today. Do you have any questions before we go, Mr. Brown?
No, Your Honor.
Oh, I have one other thing I'm supposed to tell you. That is, please contact the probation department within 24 hours just to touch base with them and, get your probation set up. If you don't have the number to call them, Mr. Silverthorne can provide it to you, but just make sure you do that within 24 hours. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Good luck.
Yep.